Hey kiddos, I hope you are having a great day. It is rainy and crappy here. Just miserable. But I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. Here's just reaching out to say I love you, thinking about you, and do another one, a little known facts from Stewart's Almanac. Now, I'm kind of going to expand on this thing a little bit. It's not just going to be sayings and pearls of wisdom and stuff. It's going to be some probably some stories and stuff you guys may or may not have heard. Some of them with me, some of them with Pawpaw, some of them with Meemaw's Pawpaw, Meemaw's dad. Y'all never got to know him. He passed away when I was very young. And then some of them with Pawpaw's dad, my Pawpaw. So your great-grandfather, and he passed away just before Taylor was born. So again, none of you got to know him. But he's had some pretty cool stories, and I'm gonna do one of those right now. He was probably the strongest man I've ever known. I mean, you shook his hand, you were shaking a man's hand. He worked in the oil fields. He was very mechanically inclined and very, very engineering smart. Designed a couple of patents for work on oil rigs and stuff like that and everything, and that served the family well for a very long time. But back in World War II, he did not serve in the military, but he was a civilian engineer, and he was a supervisor on the shipyards down in Galveston, Texas. Now, a lot of the history books and most of the people will tell you there were never any German U-boats in Galveston Bay. They lied. They lied. The Germans were in the Gulf of Mexico running alongside the shores of Texas. And I'm going to tell you why. See, part of his job, Papa's job, was to, once the ship was completed, it had to set sail a certain amount of time on the water as a, not necessarily a christening, but an engineering test run to make sure that everything functioned properly. They even fired off the cannons from time to time as well, just to check on everything, make sure it's all good to go. Well, as the supervisor, he has to ride out with the ship. So one day, he's out there, and they're out in the middle of the Gulf. I think he said they were probably about 10 miles offshore. And his hearing was always been kind of hard. You know, worked in machinery his whole life. It's hard for him to hear a lot. So he's at the front of the bow of the ship, just leaning over the rail, just, you know, Titanic style, right? And he didn't hear them sound the alarm to get below deck. And he didn't know what's going on. Saw people moving around, and he kind of looked back and saw them waving him in and pointing out into the water. And at that time, he looked down over the rail, and about 15 feet from the side of that ship where he was standing, he sees a torpedo go right by the boat. Now, World War II, who's going to be in the Gulf of Mexico with torpedoes shooting at a U.S. Navy ship? Yeah. So, yeah, that kind of freaked him out. He got his butt back down below decks, and they finished up that test run and got back to shore and everything. But that's just another little story, a little fact from Stewart's Almanac, and thought I'd share it with you. I'm going to have some more of those. Don't know how often I'll do these, but I'm going to send you one, at least one a week. I want to talk to you girls. I want you to know I love you, and I'm thinking about you. And I want to share some of these stories and things with you. Make sure that you have them for posterity and can show the grandkids and let them know, hey, this is some of the stuff our family did, okay, and some of the things our family said, because both my pawpaws are gone. You guys will never get to know them, but there were some amazing stories behind them. And our pawpaw, your pawpaw, is in he's in the final, you know, part of the fourth quarter here. Let's be for real, okay? So I kind of like to get this information to you guys, and I just want you to know I love you. I think about you all the time. You girls have a great, super fantastic day. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.